Hello, I'm Dr. Russell Don, President of Concordia University Chicago. Thank you for tuning in to today's Cougar Athletics broadcast. We take great pride in the strength of both our athletic and academic programs, which are rooted in our steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ. Dedicated to the liberal arts as a foundation of a high-quality college degree, we believe education should form individuals for service to their neighbors. This makes Concordia Chicago an exciting and fulfilling place to study, work, learn, and grow. Learn more today by visiting cuchicago.edu. Thank you, and go Cougars!
welcome the Geisman Gymnasium in the 2022 home opener game for your Concordia University Chicago Cougars women's volleyball team as they play host to the stars of the Cross Street Dominican University. My name is Peter Borkowski. I'll be on the call with you for tonight's exciting matchup between these two NAC opponents. Let's get a little recap on the teams before we get started here. The Cougars, they roll into Geisman with a record of 4-5 overall, 0-1 in conference. That lone loss was to IIT last week on Wednesday. They're currently ranked 10th in the NAC, but things are very jumbled up, so you can't really go off of that right now. Again, this is their first home game of the year. It's been a long time coming as it's almost late, as it is late September now, and they've been on the road a lot at a couple invitationals, couple scrimmages against the likes of Lake Forest, who they picked up a win against last Friday, 3-1. Couple of big name players from that. Grace Haywood led the match in kills with 18. Sure to hear her name a lot as she leads all Cougars in kills with 125. Julia Beers, the grad student, with 6 service aces. So Cougars pulling up a full effort in Lake Forest just on Friday. But let's go over to the other side of the court for Dominican. A little overview of their year so far. They also sit 4-5 overall, but they're 1-0 in conference. That win in conference was against Rockford back on the 14th. They won that game a clean 3-0. So Dominican coming across the street to play here in Geisman. They'll look to pick up their second conference win on the year. Cougars, they're looking for their first, though. Head coaches for you. Cougars, they're coached by Troy Campbell. His 9th season here at Concordia, hired back in 2014, compiled an 88 and 143 overall record, 35-57 within conference play. Meanwhile, for the Stars, it's first-year head coach Eduardo Allman. His record is their season record. Once again, that's 4-5 overall, 1-0 in conference play. So the clock about to hit 0 here, which means we'll get lineups and the national anthem. Then we'll be back for the start of tonight's game between the Cougars and the Stars. Well, there you have it, your starters for the night. Let's run it back one more time before we get the official start here in River Forest. For the visiting stars, number 3, Olivia Mendel. Number 9, Kaylee McCallum. Number 13, Vicky Kriskowski. Number 18, Maya Green. Number 18, Cassidy Spees. And number 19, Emily Shellhaste. Their libero is number 8, the freshman Lola Butler. Now for your Concordia University Chicago Cougars, it's number 7, Isabel Vernengo. Number 10, Lily Hunt. Number 12, Grace Haywood. Number 14, Michaela Levoy. Number 18, Katie Stonage. And number 31, Kate Foley. The libero for the Cougars is number 17, Julia Beers. So each team gets one last huddle in. Their starting 6 takes the court. Look back last time these two teams met, it was at Dominican, October 27th of last year. That was a 3-0 Dominican sweep. Cougars, they're looking to change a little bit of history tonight. They've lost 18 straight games against Dominican. Their last win was way back in September 18th, 2008. But before that, it was 6 straight CUC wins. So Cougars looking to get things back on the winning side here. That's something to note here. Julia Beers on her career, 1,229 digs. That ranks 7th all-time in CUC history. Number 6 spot is at 1245. So that's just 16 digs off. So assuming Beers hits that number, she'll tie for 6 overall. If she can get more than 16, she'll be the sole holder of 6 all-time in digs for a Concordia University Chicago career. She had 14 digs in this past Friday's matchup at Lake Forest, so not out of the realm of possibility. We see a little history from number 17 tonight. Players, coaches gets their final words in before we kick off here in River Forest. It'll be number 12, Grace Haywood. She'll start things off with a serve for the Cougars. Haywood leads the Cougars in kills with 125. The senior is having a fantastic second season as a Cougar. She was a transfer to CUC as we're underway here in Geisman Gymnasium. Play there by Beers, but not being able to get under it is number 14, Michaela Levoy. So first point of the night goes to Dominican. Now back to serve for the Stars, number 19, Emily Shellhaste. She sends this one over. Haywood has to pop it up. Renee goes there for Haywood to send that one over. Now an attack there, curbed by Haywood. Foley going for the kill, but it hits just inside the line. So it will be a point Cougars. I think the Stars thought that was out for a second. However, it was a sneaky little ball, snuck inside the line, and we're all tied up at 1 now as Julia Beers goes back to serve. Beers 6 service aces against Lake Forest. Not often you see that number in a single match, as that one's going to go down as an error. And the Stars point, so they retake the lead 2-1 now. Coming in to serve, it's number 5, Leah Robinson, senior out of Homewood, Illinois. Her serve is over, and it touches in the line, so it'll be a service ace for Robinson. Haywood and Stonage kind of looked at each other. I don't know if they knew where that ball was going exactly. It wasn't really close either. That was fairly within the playing lines as Robinson's second serve goes right to Beers. Renango sets up Foley off the fingertips. Nice play there by Shellhaste to keep things alive. And a big block up front from Foley, and Hunt gets the Cougars a point. 3-2 Stars lead. Foley checks out. Coming in is number 19, Sophie Kovakovic. Played in all 4 sets against Lake Forest. had one service ace. She gets set for her first serve of the night here. Sends it over. Nice play there by Beers to keep the play alive. Stonich goes for the kill. Similarly good play by Butler. Haywood, her attack is stopped. Mendel set up Shell Hayes. That was no good. Here goes Stonich. And they're saying it touched the fingertips of a Stars player. It looked like that one was out. So Cougars, they get the point there. 3-3 ball game here in Geisman. Kovakovic goes back for her second straight serve. It's up and it's over. A little bit of a floater. Shelley's had to go down for that one. That was too much for Beers to handle. Died off her hand. Stars get the point out of it. So Mendel to serve now. Setter, sophomore out of Herscher, Illinois. Her serve is good. Beers to Vernango. Vernango tried to just kind of flip that one over. I don't know. I don't think she knew where she was exactly. She sent that one right into the net. So 2-point lead back for Dominican, 5-3. Mendel, her second serve, good as well. Kovakovic. Vernango sets up Hunt, and that's going to be a good kill for the Cougars. Tipped off the fingertips of some Dominican players. Stonich is going to check out. Coming in to serve now is number 26, freshman Brooke Christensen, out of Blaine, Minnesota, Spring Lake Park High School alum. Her serve is good. Butler. Here's an attack from Spies. I guess it was outside the pin, so 5 all game here. Christensen back to serve, getting the signs from head coach Troy Campbell on the sideline. Her serve is over. Butler to Mendel, and going for a kill, but a big block there from Hunt and Vernango. It goes out of bounds though. Stars retake the lead, 6-5. That attack was from number 14, Maya Green, sophomore right side hitter from El Paso, Texas. And the serve now from Spies. Christensen gets it to Beers. Haywood for her first kill of the game, and she's gonna get it. Grace Haywood trying to pick up right where she left off on Friday. She led that match with 18 kills. As I mentioned earlier, she gets her first of the night. So a couple of substitutions for the Cougars. Carissa Lind now in to serve. And Stars, they just have to send that one over. That was Shell Hayes. Vernango, the Haywood. Kill number 2. She pings the corner. Cougars, they're going to take the 7-6 lead here in Geisman. Accurate shot there from Haywood. Put it right into the corner of the stripes. So Lynn now the serve. Butler. Here's Mendel. She sets up Green. A little too much on that one. It's out of play. So another Cougars point. They now lead by 2, 8-6. Lind back for another serve. This one just barely over the net. And a big attack there from Shell Hayes. They say a Cougar tipped it before it went out of bounds, so Stars point. Julia Beers back in the game for the Cougars. Wearing number 17 in maroon. She was number 4 for most of her career. Made the switch this season. Vernango sends that one over. Shell Hayes does the same. Vernango, she's going to set up Haywood. Sends a little floater. Played well by Mendel. Here comes Green. Big block up front, but not enough as it dies at the feet of Levoy and Haywood. For the Stars point, we're knotted up at 8. Close game so far here in Geisman. Lots of ties, lots of 1- and 2-point leads from both sides as Butler serve, Kovakovic. Haywood's gonna push that one over. Nice play there by Kovakovic, and now by Vernango. Christensen's able to send a free ball over. Good effort there by the Cougars. That one plays weird off the hands of Kovakovic for the Dominican point. They retake their lead. So it'll be 9 serving 8. Dominican, they're wearing their navy blue uniforms with gold lettering. Cougars, their white uniforms with maroon lettering. As this one goes right to Beers, pops it up for Vernango. Christensen an attack from the back row, no good. There's Butler. Kovakovic now for Vernango. Here comes Haywood, big blast, no good. Nice play by Spies. This one sent right back to Spies. There comes Shellhays. Going to her knees for it is Beers. Haywood, big attack there. Good block up front. Shellhays able to keep it alive. Kovakovic stone-faced that one. But big block up front from Dominican. Vicky Kraskowski with it. Maya Green was in the area too. Don't know if she got a hand on that one. Wait for the official scoring, but 10-8 now in favor of Dominican. Butler. Christensen. Here comes Vernango now to Haywood. Gets the kill. Green got some hands on it. A little too much spin on it. So Kovakovic checking out, checking in. Now is Kate Foley. Another freshman on this Cougars roster out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Isabel Vernango to serve. Junior setter for the Cougars. Ball bounced back and forth right over the net. Now Beers, Vernango pops it up. Here comes Foley looking for her first of the night. Can't get it. Now Green. Good play there by Christensen. Vernango sets up Haywood, sends a floater over. Spies is there. Big block up front. Kate Foley and Michaela Levoy. Teamwork getting the dream work done there. So Vernango back to serve, 10 all game. Here in Geisman on a Tuesday night. Was storming earlier. Don't know if it still currently is. Little flip there from Shellhays. Diving for it there is Vernango. She's going to send a free ball over. Butler. Green fully plays it. Now Vernango plays it. And Haywood's going to have to send that one over. Butler. Big block up front. Levoy Foley, and it pays off in the end. Dominican kept it alive for a little longer, but not enough as it ends up in the net. So point Cougars retake the lead, 11 serving 10 now. Vernango. Her serve is good. Butler. That one hit the top of the net. Vernango. Foley's gonna send it over, gets the kill. Kate Foley making the big impact as a freshman. So far this year, she's played in 21 sets, 8 matches, 35 kills on the year. Coming into tonight, you can jack that number up to 37 now. She's got 2 on the board so far here in Geisman. Butler, a little bit of a miscommunication. Star's able to keep it alive. Butler has to send a freebie over. Now Vernango, Haywood, and it crosses the net. Rode the net for a little bit, ends up on the ground. Cougars point, they're up by 3 now, 13-10. We got a second to wipe off the floor a little. So Vernango getting her serving work in. She gets set for another here. Ball is up and it's over. Nice play there by Butler to keep things alive. That one tipped up front by Levoy and Foley. Foley now big block there by the Stars. Here comes Vernango. And that one isn't blocked. It's off the hands of Butler and down point Cougars. They're going on a run here as they now lead 14-10. At one point, this game was 10-8 in favor of the Stars. Cougars, they've gone on a run now for that 14-10 lead. Vernango serves yet again. Butler. Shelhace, that one is out. It's a Cougar point. They pointed at Dominican initially, excuse me. So they changed their mind, give it to the Cougars. That's going to force a Dominican timeout. So we're going to take a timeout here in the broadcast booth. We'll be back in just a minute. Cougars, they're up on the Dominican Stars 15-10. .12 seconds left on the timeout called by Eduardo Allman, first-year head coach of Dominican. His team is reeling right now. They were up 10-8. They now find themselves down in a 15-10 hole after a great run of offense by the Cougars. Quick look at the box score. Grace Haywood leads all players in kills with 5. Julia Beer, Sophie Kovakovic, they both have 4 digs apiece, so that's second in the match to Cassidy Spiess of the Stars. She's got 6 under her name right now. And now here's number 7, Isabel Vernango to serve. Butler, Mendel, Green. That one placed right in front of a diving Beers. So Stars get back on the board after the timeout. 15-11 the score now. Geisman Gymnasium absolutely packed right now as we got a fair share of our yellow and maroon, or gold and maroon, excuse me, as well as some blue and white from the Stars. Fans in attendance as this one is a kill for number 18 in Navy. That's that Cassidy Spiess. .12 game now. Dominican on a 2-0 run since that timeout. Vernango pops it up. Here comes Haywood. That goes off some fingertips and out. So Cougars point. Haywood just got the kill. Now she's all the way back to serve. Haywood was a transfer to Concordia last season. She's really making her name known this year, however. She's got almost 4 times the amount of kills already this season as she had all of last season. That's going to hit the basketball hoop, take a weird play, and go down in front of a sprawling Butler for the point. I think the assist is going to go to the hoop and the basketball backboard. That's closed. That is closed towards the ceiling, but ball had some bounce on it. Here's Haywood to serve yet again. Her team's up 17-12. Now here's an attack from Ellery Shea, and the Cougars, they respond well enough. They get a point. Grace Haywood ready for the serve. Good set. Long pause, serves it over and out. Service error on Grace Haywood. Stars, they'll get their chance to serve now, doing the honors. Number 12, Charlotte Hain. Hayne, her serve goes over. Haywood plays it. Here goes Vernango. Here goes Stonich. That's off some blockers and into the crowd. Heads up warning in the first couple rows. Well, that was actually middle rows. That ball had some bounce to it as well. So Dominican fans mostly on the right side of the gym here. Most of the Concordia faithful over on the left. As Beers' serve is good. Haywood now. Vernango sets up Stonich. Big block. Great play there by Julia Beers to keep it alive, and the Cougars get the point. Big block up front from Dominican. Looked like it was it for the Cougars. Julia Beers doing her thing. Getting the dig. And then a little flip over from, I think that was Katie Stonich. Yep, she gets the kill. So an unorthodox assist from Julia Beers, but Cougars, they're going to take it. That one hits the hands, the outstretched hands of Vernango and goes down. Point Dominican, 20-14 now in favor of the Cougars. Back into the game is Leah Robinson to serve. Bouncing the ball a couple times and spin her hands. Her serve is good. Haywood. Vernango. Here goes Stonich. Block up front. It's going to hit a pin though. Stonich arguing the call. Thinks it hits the hands of Dominican first. Stonich's pleads go unheard. The serve from Dominican was good. Haywood's going to send it over. Here goes Dunker, and a big attack there. Number 18, Cassidy Spees. Spees leads the team in kills coming in tonight, 101. She gets her second of the match there. Here goes Vernango, Kate Foley off the blocker's hands. Spees right into the blocker's hands of Foley and Hunt. So Kate Foley's attack is blocked. She returns the favor and gets a point out of it. With some help from Lily Hunt. Cougars just 4 points away from taking set one here in Geisman as Kovakovic sends this one over with the serve. Here goes Spees, a little floater. Great play there by Stonich to keep things moving. Vernango sent it to the Dominican side. Good play there by Beers. Here goes Vernango to Haywood, and that's out. Dominican point. 4-point game here late in set one. As 17 getting set to serve 21. Olivia Mendel. Her serve right into the arms of Beers. Hunt kind of misstep there. She's able to get it over the net. Great play there by Haywood. Stonich, she sends that one over with the one hand. Little bop. Haywood. Vernango tries to flip it over. Dominican's on top of it, however. Spees sends a little floater. Kovakovic to Vernango. Stonich. Mendel. McCollum. Vernango. Hunt, big block. Haywood's right there with the response, though. Stonich now. Butler, we got a volley here going in Geisman. Here goes Spees. And it ends there. Haywood misplays that attack. Results in the Dominican point, 21-18. Serve from Mendel. Here goes Stonich, gets the kill. That's put right to the left of Charlotte Hayne. 22-18 now in favor of the Cougars. Brooke Christensen. Serve is good. Mendel. Spies right to Vernango. Christensen. Haywood is just going to send it. Green, that was off a blocker's hands. I think that was Haywood. Now she goes for the kill, punches it in the opposite direction. Christensen, Vernango, Hunt. Great play there by Charlotte Hain. It's in vain, however, as the Cougars earn the point. So Cougars 2 points away from claiming set one, 23-18. Christensen's serve is a good one. Butler, Green. That's that one over. Vernango, Haywood. Stars, great defensive play to keep it alive. Butler sends a freebie over. Vernango just sends it over now. A little sneak attack. Stars on top of it. Spies with the hard hit and gets the kill. 23-19 now. Stars will serve. It will be Spies. Just got kill number 4 on the night. Second on the team, the Maya Green. Kovakovic. And that one misplayed there by Mendel. Didn't realize that Spies was behind her, ready for the ball. So set point here for the Cougars. Carissa Lind in to serve, the sophomore out of St. Charles, Missouri, to Lutheran High School. Mendel, Green, and it hits some blockers. It's going to be a 4-touch rule, they call. Either way, it's point number 25, which means set number 1 goes to the Cougars. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here for set number 2 in just under 3 minutes here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here in Geisman Gymnasium on the campus of Concordia University, Chicago Cougars. Team's got about a minute left before we resume play with set 2 of tonight's match. Cougars, they took set 1 with a score of 25-19. Look at some of the statistics. Grace Haywood leading all players with kills. She had 6 in set 1. Katie Stonich, she had 5. Meanwhile, the leader of the Stars was Maya Green with 5 of her own. Other notable statistics, Isabel Vernango already in the double digits in the assist category with 13. Meanwhile, leading the match in digs is Cassidy Spies. She's got 8 so far on the night. Cougars, though, their hitting percentage looking real good after set one. 255 was the mark. Meanwhile, Dominican, they were sitting below the 100 line at .095. And Coach Campbell's Coaches Weekly that came out earlier today, he talked about how big it is for his team to hit above 200 and how when they do that, there's a pretty good chance they're going to walk away with a win. It's looking like that way right now. They did that in set one with that 255 hitting percentage. Came away with the set victory. So they're 2 sets away now from winning their first conference matchup, their first conference win of the year. Meanwhile, the Stars, they still need 3. They want to remain undefeated in conference, currently sit at 1-0 after a win against Rockford on the 14th. So clock has hit 0. Players are getting set. Olivia Mendel to serve for Dominican. She'll kick things off here. In set 2 here in Geisman Gymnasium between the Stars and the Cougars. Vernango to Stonich. Great play there by Butler, falling to her side. Big block up front. That was Foley. Here goes Green now. And in front of a diving Foley for the kill. So like they did in set 1, the Stars strike first, up 1 zip on the Cougars. One-handed hit there by Vernango. Stars on top of it. Coming out of nowhere is Emily Shellhays. That had some velocity on it. So 2-0 lead now for the Stars of Dominican. Mendel still serving. See if she can get that lead up a little more. Here goes the Cougars. Stonich. Mendel. Nice play there. And a good kill there from Foley. She just kind of batted at that ball out of mid-air, sent it over the net. She hit the top of the net as well. Julia Beers doing the honors of serving now for the Cougars right after we get a quick wipe down on the floor. Beers puts the arm up, and the serve is good. Butler, Mendel, here goes Green. That one's out of bounds. Cougars able to tie things up at 2 apiece now. Going back to serve is Beers once again. And it's in. Julia Beers with the service ace, some pinpoint accuracy. Stars let that one play out. They misjudged it as that was inside the line. We saw a play like that earlier when the Stars were serving to the Cougars. The teams may be having a little trouble reading the ball. Beers' next serve is a good one. Block up front by Levoy and Foley. Foley now to Vernango. Vernango pops it up. Here goes Stonich. Big block up front. Foley down to get the ball. Stonich again. Now Mendel, she keeps it alive. Here goes Spies. Haywood to Vernango. Stonich is going to play it. And it's just inside the line. Get the official call from the line judge down on the court. Cougars flashing off that pinpoint accuracy here in set 2. Couple right on the line, right inside the line. Getting the job done either way. Up 4-2 now on the Stars. And a smart heads-up play there by Hunt. She saw Dominican's player was momentum was carrying her one way. Hunt sent it the other. So Beers, she's getting her serve work out now. Cougars were down 2-0 at the beginning of the set. They find themselves up 3 now. There goes Shell Hayes. Vernango sets up Foley, no good. Good play there by Mendel. Here goes Green, big attack. Vernango to Foley. Here goes Stonich, and it's a good point. Katie Stonich taking over here in set 2. She gets kill number 7, takes over for the team lead, the match lead as well. The junior out of Sadieville, Kentucky, doing good work here in River Forest, Illinois. Julia Beers' serve played by the Stars. Big block from Stonich and Hunt. Haywood, Vernango, Foley, little flip. Butler's there though. Mendel now. Shell Hayes. Vernango to Stonich. And that hits a couple fingertips and out. Cougars point again. They're on a 7-0 run here at the start. Things off in set 2. Stars were briefly up 2-0. Cougars said that's enough of that. They're up 7-2 now. Here goes Beers. Mendel, Green. That one hits the net. Doesn't bother the Cougars though. Keep it alive. Stonich looking for yet another kill. She's at 8 now. And that's going to be a double touch on the Stars. 8-2 now, Concordia. Stars in desperate need of a point here. They've found themselves in a 6-point hole, excuse me. They have 2 points on the board right now. Cougars, they have 8. Here goes Mendel. Spies. Haywood right back. Big block up front. Hunt and Stonich. Another big block up front. That's another Cougars point. So timeout called by Dominican. They are reeling here in set 2. Cougars, they're on a 9-0 run as they currently lead the Stars 9-2. The teams, they're going to take a timeout. We're going to stay right here for just a second. So we want to remind everyone watching that you can go to CUCougars.com to check out all things CUC athletics related, like CUC women's volleyball. Just click on sports and any of the teams you're trying to find rosters, stats, photos, and more. Once again, that's CUCougars.com. So less than 30 seconds on the timeout clock now. Look at some of the box score stats as the teams start to make their way to this court. Katie Stonich absolutely taking over the game right now. She's skyrocketed to 8 kills. She had 5 coming into set 2. She's got 3 already here. Her 8 kills lead all players. Grace Haywood of CUC and Maya Green of Dominican are tied for second with 6. Cassidy Spies, she's hit double-digit digs with 10. Isabel Vernango, her assist number is now up to 16. The only other player in double-digit assists is the setter for Dominican, Olivia Mendel. Julia Beers, she is still serving. Now Mendel. Green, a big hit there from Green, and it gets the Stars back up on the board. It was a long, dry spout there. So they now trail the Cougars 9-3. Leo Robinson into serve for Dominican. He's got 1 service ace on the match. Looking for number 2. He's going to find the opposite as that's a service error. And that's going to result in a Cougars point. They hit double digits in set 2. Lead the Stars 10-3 now. Sophie Kovakovic back to serve. Vukovic's serve right to Butler. Libero for Dominican. Maya Green right to Haywood. Here goes Renango for Stonich, but the ref's going to blow it dead. It's a double touch call on the Cougars. So point Stars. 10-4 is the score. 4 serving 10 now. Renango, she sets up Stonich. Stonich, she's unstoppable right now. Gets another kill. Point 11 for CUC. Officials for tonight: John Weiss, Todd Roth, Mallory Roberts, and Andy Blau. Mendel. Green hits a pin on its way over. Point Cougars. Oh, right into the face of Mendel. Lily Hunt making sure she's paying attention. 13-4 now. Brooke Christensen serving again. Hitting the ref's ladder was Shell Hayes. Was able to put it over the net before then. And she ends up getting the kill, so recovers from her fall, gets back up, gets the job done. Point difference sits at 8 now, 13-5 Cougars. Adeline Dunker to serve as we get a second to mop down the floor. Dunker. Here goes Vernango to Haywood. That's blocked up front and out of bounds. Cougars point. That lead up to 9. Carissa Lind. Served a couple times so far tonight. Her serve right into the arms of Butler. And a big attack there, and staying in bounds with it was Ellery Shea. Referees had to give each other a look to make sure they were on the same page there. It's a hot one here in Geisman Gymnasium. Couple fans at the corners of the court trying to cool the players off. Great dig there from Dunker, but no one's able to help her out. Cougars, point number 15 now. Vernango back to serve. Came into today with 12 service aces on the season. That's where she still sits, waiting for her first of the night. Big block up front. Stars able to keep things moving though. Nice play there by Christensen. Haywood now. Butler. Great play there by Julia Beers. Christensen. Haywood gets the kill. Talk about defense to offense for the Cougars. Strong defensive play from Julia Beers before Grace Haywood gets kill number 9 on the night. Now tied with fellow Cougar Katie Stonich for the match lead. Blocked there by Levoy. Foley. 2 blocks at the net, but going back the wrong way for the Cougars. The Stars point. 16-7 the score now. Kriskowski to serve for the Stars. Vernango, great diving effort to Foley for the point. Cougars flashing the defensive prowess here in set 2. Grace Haywood set to serve. Spies right to fellow 18, Katie Stonich. That one's blocked up front successfully. Butler now. Spies tries again. Haywood's right there. Vernango. The Stonich, big block on front. And it's out of bounds. Cougars point. Beers was sliding under the ball to get a piece of it. We saw her pull her hands back at the last second. Great spatial awareness there from number 17 in maroon. That ball was out of bounds. Cougars point. Haywood serve. Good. And a big blast there from McCollum. (18-8) is the score here in set 2 in Geisman Gymnasium between the Cougars and the Stars. You're watching the Cougar Sports Network. Stars looking to mount a big set 2 comeback here. Here's Olivia Mendel. Gets the service ace. Beers and Haywood were both backing up. Backed up a little too much. That one lands in front of them for the point. Mendel's serve hits the top of the net. Haywood still able to play it. Foley, attack curved by Hain. Vernango. Beers, Foley again. Butler's right there. Mendel now to Green with the little flip. Beers responds well. Here goes Foley again. And again it's Hain. Here goes Spies, and she finishes the play. Cassidy Spies with her 5th kill of the night. Ranked 2nd on the Stars in that category so far in tonight's matchup. Stonich. Green off the top of Vernango's hands and out. Another Stars point. We closing the gap a little here, 18-11. Mendel, Beers. No one sends her sprawling backwards. Good block up front by Green and McCollum. Green giving the little finger wag after that. Big block up front. Shuts things down. The service error gives the ball back to the Cougars. 19-12 the score. Beers taking her time before she sends it over the net. Mendel. And that one's off the fingertips of the Cougars and out. Stars mounting a little bit of a comeback here. 19-13. Score was 18-8. 18-7 actually, I should say. And since then, Stars have made this one 19-13. And they're going to call a double touch on the Cougars, so the Stars come a little closer. Leah Robinson, Julia Beers, Isabel Vernango, Katie Stonich blocked up front. Those blockers doing good work on the front line for Dominican. Stonich misplays that one into the net, 19-15. This was an 11-point match at one point. Now it's only 4. Stars not going down without a fight here in set 2. Serve is over. Haywood, Vernango. Here goes Foley, a little flip. Cheryl Hayes all over it. Now Green off the hands of Beers. And that's gonna bring this to a 3-point contest. Robinson, Beers plays it. Vernango, Stonage blocked up front. Stars, they only trail by 2 now. That's gonna force Coach Campbell's hand for the Cougars. He's gonna call a timeout. His team, they were up by 11 at one point, 18-7. The score is now 19-17 in favor of the Cougars. So while they're on timeout, we're gonna go to a quick break. We'll be back here in Geisman Gymnasium in just a minute. Refs blow the whistle. 11 seconds left on the timeout clock here in Geisman Gymnasium. Dominican, they looked like they were dead to rights here in set 2. Cougars were up 18-7. Since then, it's been a 10-1 run for the Stars. Cougars still up by 2, but they are reeling hard and they're reeling fast here in set 2. So Leah Robinson to serve again for the Cougars. Cougars looking to regroup after the timeout from Coach Campbell. Foley, Mendel, 2 touches called on Stars, so that gets the Cougars to the 20-point barrier. They've been sitting on that cusp for a while now. Five points needed to claim set 2 and take a commanding 2-0 lead for CUC. Stars, they're still 8 points away from tying the matchup at 1 set apiece. Great diving play by Mendel. She was moving on that one. Now Beers to Vernango to Hunt. Butler keeps it alive. Mendel now to Green. And that one's just out of bounds, so Cougars point. Looked like it hit some Cougars blockers' hands, but instead, it'll be a Cougars point. 21-17 the score now. Sophie Kovakovic to serve. Great dig there by Beers, sent it right back over. She meant to do that one on purpose. Blocked up front, but not hard enough. Stars get another point, 21-18, lead back down to 3 for the Cougars. Vernango, and a big blast from Stonich. Refs had to confirm, make sure it was in bounds. It was indeed point number 22 for the Cougars. Katie Stonage, 11 kills so far on the match, leads all players, only one in double digits so far in the kills category. She takes a seat on the bench to gather her breath a little. Kovakovic now. Here goes Haywood. Off the blocker's hands and out. There's right to Eduardo Allman, head coach of the Stars. Brooke Christensen to serve here. Mendel. That one off the Cougars' hands and out. Some changes for the Stars. Maya Green, Olivia Mendel out, coming in number 10. Ella Richet, and now serving's number 20, Adeline Dunker. Hunt with the kill. The middle blocker getting it done offensively. She came into the match with 35 kills on the year. That number now up to 40. She's got 5 on the match so far. And look at a deal. The killing blow is Carissa Lind off the top of the net, played by the Stars. Here goes Vernango to Haywood. Great play there by Butler. Stars keep it alive. Christensen, Vernango, Haywood, big block, and the Stars aren't done just yet. Vicky Kriskowski doing most of the damage there. Ball ricocheted off her hands and out. 24-20. Stars are in do or die mode right now, though. They at least need to score 4 before they can afford to give Cougars a point. Here goes Haywood. They're one step closer, blocked up front. Kriskowski there again, as was Ella Richet. Vernango, Haywood, blocked up front again. Shea, Kriskowski, looking like a brick wall out there. 24-22 the score now. It was 24-19 at one point. Stars are gonna have a chance to get another one here. Beers though says not yet. Haywood, and that will do it. Getting too much under it was Dunker, send it right up into the net. So the Stars, they do their best efforts to come back. They were down by quite a bit here in set 2. They almost pull off the comeback. Keyword there being almost, though, as the Cougars pull away from set 2, 25-22. So we're going to take another quick break, be back here in about 2 minutes and 40 seconds for set 3. Cougars, they're looking to go for the clean 3-0 sweep here in River Forest. Meanwhile, the Stars looking to keep their match chances alive when we return here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Concordia University Chicago is a Christ-centered Lutheran university where truth, freedom, and vocation form students for lives of influence and service for the common good. Our university offers a wide variety of undergraduate and graduate degree options that are available in person and online. That means we have a program designed for you. Whether you're a high school student, an adult returning to complete your degree, or someone looking to enhance your credentials and prepare for career growth. As a member of this university community, you'll also find support in your spiritual and personal life so you can grow in the faith and discover ways to serve others. To start your next journey with us, visit cuchicago.edu today.
Cougar fans, be sure to check out our YouTube page, CUC Sports, for new digital content, interviews, and all broadcasts on the Cougar Sports Network. Now you can become a channel member for just $5 a month. That's not that much to receive exclusive access to content and the ability to participate in live chats during our broadcasts. Go to our YouTube channel, CUC Sports. Click the join button to become a member. If you don't want to become a member at the time, however, you can still donate to the CUC Athletic Communications Department to continue to improve the broadcast you're watching by clicking the thank button on any video. We sincerely thank you for all your support and for watching tonight's broadcast. Just over a half a minute here to go. In the break between sets 2 and 3, Cougars, they lead the match 2-0. They won that last one. It was a nail biter at the end, 25-22. Cougars were up by as much as 11 at one point. Stars, they came storming back, pulled within as close as 2 points on a couple occasions to end the set, but Cougars hold on strong, come away with the 25-22 set win. So the teams, they take the court. So Grace Haywood to kick things off here for the Cougars. Cougars boasting a .247 hit percentage so far in tonight's matchup. That's between sets 1 and 2. Set 3, though, gets off with a Dominican point. They struck first in sets 1 and 2 as well. The Cougars need a little extra motivation at the beginning of this set because they ended up winning both of those. Haywood now to Vernango. To Stonage. A little too much mustard on that one. Sends it into the Dominican bench. So Mendel gets set to serve again. And Foley's attack dies straight into the net. No good. 3-0 now in favor of the Stars. Mendel now to Beers, to Vernango, to Foley, looking to get the Cougars on the board here in set 3. Won't happen just yet. Spieth, big block up front, but it's out of bounds. Stars up 4-0 now. Best start they've had to a match yet in tonight's matchup. They've had to best start they've had to a set. Mendel, Beers, Stonich gets the kill. A little bit of a miscue there. There was absolutely no one in the vicinity of that ball. Stonich didn't even put that much on it. Just the old classic, put it where no one ain't. Gets the Cougars on the board here in set 3. Beers to serve now. Beers to serve. Butler, Mendel. Here goes Maya Green. Hits the top of the net. And we're going to get a 4-touch rule called on the Stars. So 4-2 now. Sits the Cougars lead. Julia Beers. Some of the Dominican fans in attendance and loud for their team, and a big blast there. Cassidy Spieth says, how do you do? Gets that lead back up to 3-4 Dominican. Haywood, nice one-handed play by Vernango to keep things going for the Cougs. Mendel, big block up front. Kate Foley, Michaela Levoy. Defensive work going well for the Cougars all night long. Foley and Levoy in particular in the blocking front. There's some good defense there. That was from Kovakovic and Hunt. Now Vernango doing her part. Haywood, Stonich sends it over. Mendel now. Green, point Cougars. 2 touch called on the Stars. Assistant coach for the Cougars, Ashlyn Smith, pointing it out as well, making sure her voice is heard. Assistant coaches for the Stars on the other end, Arvin Barami, Ramon Matos, Izzy Kieber, and Molly Taylor. Line the sidelines for the Stars. Kovakovic here. Her serve over. Butler. Mendel. Kovakovic. Good play there. Sends it right back over. Here goes Green. Little floater. Beers falling down. Able to keep it alive. Big block up front. Beers, though, gets it back up. Now here's Mendel. And that is out of bounds. Attack from McCollum. Misplaced. That ties up the match at 5 apiece. Going back to serves. Kick things off now is Kovakovic. Kovakovic. Mendel. And a weird play there from the Stars. Miscommunication, couple misplays. 6-5 now. Cougs trailed 4-0 to start off set 3. Been on a 6-1 run since. It's been a game of runs so far tonight as Katie Stonich keeps the run going. She gets kill number 13. Kovakovic. The Stars now show. Stonich now. And that one had a little too much on it from Green. It hit the referee down in the bottom corner. Looks to be all right though. That one hits the top of the net, goes down. So Cougs up 9-5 now. Shell Hayes couldn't get enough on that one. And that's going to force a timeout from the Stars. So Cougars, they were down 4-0 to start the set. And a 10-1 run has now made it 10-5. We're going to take a quick break up here in the booth as well. I'll be back in just a second to resume set 3 play. Back here in Geisman Gymnasium before the set resumes in about 20 seconds. Want to say a quick shout out to everyone making tonight's presentation possible. Up in here in the booth with me, Van Gato on camera, Jeannie Turnus working production, as is Ryan McGee down at the scorers table. Kate Johnson, Carter Gledhill, and Emily Balaban making things happen. We're under the direction of Sydney Ploskis-Laher, Kayla McLeod, and our sports information director, CJ Selner. Play back in set 3 here. 10-5 Cougars lead. Kovakovic a high ball. Stonich just gets a hand on it. Shell Hayes, keeps it alive, and that one's going to hit a pin and go in favor of the Stars. So it looks like they also called for a touch rule on the Cougars. The Stars come out of the timeout. Mission complete. Get a point back on the board. 10-6 now. Lola Butler, freshman libero out of Parker, Colorado. Regis Jesuit High School. Her serve. Good play there by Haywood. Big block up front. Hunt able to collect her own rebound. Kovakovic now. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Cougars point. (11-6) now. Got a quick towel break on the court. Wipe down the court a little bit. Grace Haywood comes over to do the same for the Cougars. 11-6 to score here. Cougars, they win set 3, come away with the 3-0 win here in River Forest for their first conference win of the season. So I mentioned it up top, but it would be a notable one. 18 straight losses to the Dominican Stars. Looking to be the first team to beat the cross-street rivals since 2008. That's not going to help, however, as the Stars get a point back off the service error. 11-7 now. 7 serving 11. Charlotte Hain, defensive specialist out of Dallas, Texas, gets the play started. Beers, a nice dig there. Big attack from Haywood, blocked up front. Ball still alive though. And that one isn't off the Cougars block. 11-8 the score now. Vernango. Play blown dead. 2 double touch called on the Stars. Cougars get point number 12 out of it. No complaining there. Carissa Lind into serve. It's a good one too. Christensen couldn't handle that attack. So Lind exits right away. In is Lily Hunt. So she's going to check right back out for Julia Beers. Vernango, Haywood, Levoy in the front row. Christensen, Beers, Kovakovic in the back for the Cougars. Big block there by Levoy. Stars ain't done yet though. Spies. Now Vernango sets up Haywood, little floater, and it's down. Cougars strike, make it 13-9. That kill from Haywood ties her for the match lead with 13, tied with her teammate Katie Stonich. Vernango to serve now. Vernango serves it right into the top of the net. So hitting double digits in set 3 are the Stars. 13-10 the score. Piskowski, 6'1" senior out of Bensonville, Illinois, at the Fenton High School. Foley way out of bounds to play that one. Does a good job with it though. Christensen, Vernango, Foley. That one's out. Point Cougars, 14-10 the score. Haywood. Service error. Gifts the point to the Stars. Mendel. Beers, Vernango, here goes Stonich, gets the kill. Katie Stonich, lethal so far tonight. Make that 14 kills on the match for the junior. She finished second on the team in kills last year with 244. That's where she currently sits this year, coming into tonight's match, only trailing Grace Haywood in that category. Beers now. Mendel. Here goes Maya Green, and that's out. Point 16. Cougars set to serve. 11 serving 16. Beers. Her serve is up and out. So that brings the Stars within 5, 16. Brings the Stars, yep, within 5, 16-12 now. Then 4. Scoreboard took a second to update. Either way, Cougars just 9 points away. Their first win against Dominican in 18 matches. That's how long the losing streak is. That's going to help the Stars out a little in their comeback attempt, however. 16-13 now. Great play there by Julia Beers. Katie Stonich off the blockers, hands and down. Kill number 15 for Stonich. Point number 17 for the Cougars. Kovakovic. And misplayed there by Butler. Service ace for number 19 in white. (18-13). 7 points away are the Cougars from conference win number 1 on the 2022 season. Start their home record with a win. That's going to help a little too. 19-13 here. Stars, they got to figure something out. Cougars dangerously close to that magic number of 25. Kovakovic. Almost misplayed there. Big block up front, and it works out in the Cougars' favors. Vernango and Hunt getting the job done. So that's going to force a Dominican timeout. We're going to stay right here, though. I want to remind everyone one more time, you can head over to CUCougars.com. Everything CUC athletics is there, like CUC women's volleyball. All you got to do is click on sports, pick any of the teams you want. You can find rosters, schedules, stats, and more. One more time, that's CUCougars.com. Also check out our YouTube page, CUC Sports. Plenty of digital content, interviews, and all the home game broadcasts on the Cougar Sports Network. Now, for just $5 a month, just $5, you can become a channel member to receive exclusive content and the ability to participate in live chats during the broadcast. Once again, that's just for $5 a month. All you got to do is go to our YouTube channel, CUC Sports, click the join button to become a member. But if you don't want to become a member at the time, you can still donate to the Athletic Communications Department here at Concordia. It'll help improve the broadcast like the one you're watching right now. All you got to do is click the thank button on any video, and we sincerely thank you for all of your support. But for now, we got some volleyball to finish. Cougars up 20-13 on the Stars. Sophie Kovakovic, the serve. Stars, here goes Butler, freebie over to Kovakovic to Vernango. Stonich, and it's a point for the Cougars. Katie Stonich, absolutely unstoppable tonight. 16 kills on the match, a .263 hitting percentage. She's hitting anything that comes her way, and it's usually resulting in a point for the Cougars as well. That one's blocked up front. Beers now to Vernango to Stonich. Another kill, and it is official. 22-13, the point. The point right now. Sophie Kovakovic back one more time. Cougars 3 points away. Stars, they're 9 points away from the Cougars, 22-13. Kovakovic's serve, Butler, Mendel, and Shell Hayes gets them back in working order, 22-14 now. Back to serve is Lola Butler. It's a big one here. Her team 11 points away from claiming set 3 and staying alive. Cougars are only 3. Haywood, Mendel now. Green, big block in front. Not enough though. Cougars can't recover off the block. Still trail the Stars, 22-15. Butler back again. Sends it up, and it's out. So helping out the Cougars a little, 23-15 now. Katie Stonich takes a seat on the bench, gets high fives all along the line, leads the match in kills with 17. Christensen's serve a little too powerful as that one goes out the back of the playing bounds. 23-16. Stars basically in do or die mode. Can afford to give the Cougars one more point. Vernango, that little flip, and it results in match point here for the Cougars. Match point coming up for the Cougars, should clarify. So trying to win the match now. Carissa Lynn comes in to serve. Her serve is over. Mendel goes Spies, played by Lind. Haywood, and for the first time in 14 years, the Cougars beat the Dominican University Stars 3-0. conference win number 1 in the books for the Cougars. Home win number 1 in the books for the Cougars. Everything going right for the maroon and gold tonight. Well, they're wearing all white. So the Cougars welcome the Stars to Geisman Gymnasium for a little Tuesday night volleyball. And they walk away with their first win against the Stars since September 14th, 2008. A big win for Coach Campbell and his squad as they even up their record in conference play at 1-1, even up their overall record at 5-5. Great all-around game from the Cougars. We'll go into the stats a little bit in just a second here as we see the team celebrating on the court their big first conference win. So the Cougars, they'll be back in action on Friday as they kick off the Rose-Hulman Invitational. They'll face Hanover College on that Friday. And then on Saturday, they'll wrap things up against Manchester University and the host, Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Meanwhile, Dominican, their next match is a home game against North Central College. That's their homecoming game as well, September 24th. That's this upcoming Saturday. Let's look at the box score a little bit. Leading all players in kills, Katie Stonich with 17. Close behind her was her teammate, Grace Haywood. She had 14. For second in the match. Leading the Stars in that category was number 14, Maya Green. She had 10 on the night. Couple of players in double-digit digs. Cassidy Speece with 13, Lola Butler with 14, Grace Haywood with 12, and Julia Beers with 13 for the Cougars. Isabel Vernango, a whopping 33 assists on the match. That's 11 a set. Big number for the junior right there. Meanwhile, the assist leader for the Stars was Olivia Mendel. But that'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Once again, the Cougars welcome the Stars to Geisman Gymnasium, and they walk away with a 3-0 lead over the cross-street rival Dominican. First win against Dominican since 2008. So big night for Coach Campbell and his team. They even up their conference record at 1-1. But that'll do it for us up here in the broadcast booth. I want to say one more thanks to everyone making the broadcast possible. Ryan McGee, Janie Turnus, Van Gato on the broadcast booth. And then across at the scores table, Emily Balaban, Carter Gledhill, Kate Johnson under the direction of Sydney Ploskis-Lahar, Kaylor McLeod, and CJ Selner. My name is Peter Borkowski. Once again, Cougars beat the Stars 3-0. Signing off of the Cougar Sports Network and wanting to say, as always, go Cougars.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Concordia University Chicago Cougars Athletics broadcast. We hope to see you on campus very soon. If you would like to learn more about what Concordia Chicago has to offer, go to cuchicago.edu.